Hey everyone, in this video we are gonna talk about LeetCode424 longest repeating characters replacement. So the description says you are given a string s and an integer k. You can choose any characters of the string and change it to any other uppercase English characters. So you can perform this operation at most k times. Then you'll have to return the length of the longest substring containing the same letter you can get after performing the above operations. So what it basically says is we'll be given a string and a integer k. From this string, we'll have to find such substring which has the longest repeated characters after applying this number of changes in this after changing this number of characters inside that substring. So to do that, first we'll have to check the maximum times a certain character occurs in our current substring. Then from that, what we'll have to do is we'll have to uh, subtract the length of our current substring. Let's say for this we'll have to apply two pointer method. Let's say we have two pointers here, L and R. Let me just write it down. Let's say we have two pointers L and R. So first we'll have to check that in our current substring how many times the maximum number of times a certain character occurs. And to check that, we will have to use a hash map. So the first a occurs, so a doesn't exist in our hash map yet, so we will just insert the a and set it to 1. Then we will after inserting every single value, we'll run a while loop. uh, Here we will check the maximum number of times a certain character occurs. So here we can see the maximum number of time a occurs is 1. Now we will subtract the L minus R, which is basically L minus R is basically 0 here. uh, Sorry, it will not be 0 actually. After inserting this value, we'll shift the pointer here, so L minus 1 will be 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, which is actually less than 2, so we can keep incrementing. Then we'll see that B occurs. B also doesn't exist here. So we will store 1 here. Again, it will check the while loop. Then it will see that it's still 1 minus 1 because the maximum number of time a certain character occurs is 1 in both of the cases. So it is still less than 0. Then we'll move forward. Now it says a. We already have an a, so we'll just update the value of a as 2. Now it will see that maximum number of time a occurs is 2. Then it will just subtract the length of our character. Is here 1, 2 and 3. This is our substring right now, so length of our substring is 3. Then it will just do 3 minus maximum number of times a occurs is 2. 3 minus 2, which is 1, and it is still less than k, so we'll again keep incrementing here. Now update the value of b, as b has already occurred once. Now the length of our substring is 4 minus a maximum number of time a certain character occurs is 2. Sorry, yeah, 2. Now, and the value is 2, which is actually equal to 2. And as we have already reached the end of our string, the whole string, we'll just stop there. So what if this condition, this let's say r minus l plus 1 minus maximum number of time a certain character occurs is greater than k. What if this happens? So if this case happens, then all we have to do is, remember we have two pointers here, L and R. We were incrementing the R pointer till now, but if this condition occurs, this happens, then we will have to increment the L pointer to the right, and we'll have to also subtract the value of this Lth position character by 1. So yeah, let me code it for you guys. So I have already written it here. We'll need two pointers, L and R, and we need a new hash map to, keep track of the number of occurrence. Then we will need another variable called result, which will basically store our result. So now, while R is less than s dot length, if s of r if map dot has is of r, then we will just increment the value. Map dot set is of r, map dot get is of r plus 1. If it does not have the value, then we will just, I made a typo here, map, and then we will just map dot set is of r comma 1. Then after inserting every single value, we will check actually which which character occurs the maximum number of times. We can actually use for loop for it, but before that we need another variable to store the value. For let's value comma, it should be keys comma values, value of map max is equal to math dot max and value. Now we have the number of times which character occurs maximum. Now we will check while R minus L plus 1 minus max, if this condition is greater than k or not. If it is greater than k, then first we will map dot set is of L as map dot get is of L minus 1, and we will increment the L by 1. After that, we'll just store the value of result here. Then we'll increment the R by 1. I hope I did everything correctly. Let me just run the code. Oh, okay. I forgot to return the results. Oops. Let me run it again. As you can see, it does get accepted. Let me submit it now. And as you can see, it has got accepted. So it might seem a little bit tricky for the first time if you're solving this question for the first time. It was tricky for me at least. So I hope you understood the problem and the solution as well. And thank you so much for watching.